Hi all, Cheftnoto here. I have a fantastic mise en place here for you today. Cinnamon rolls. It's one of my favorites. I have been requested by a few people to do a cinnamon roll recipe. So everything you see here is for the mise en place for the cinnamon roll dough. And then I'm going to make the filling. And then I have the glaze and the icing that I'm going to put on after it comes out of the oven. Also, if you see all of these bowls and utensils, you can get them at Henrietta Restaurant Supply, 900 Jefferson Road. Don't forget, I have my pop-up there on Saturday, January 24th. Without further ado, all is here, so let's mise. Now I start the mixing process. I put all of the wet ingredients in the bowl first with the yeast, and then I'm using my Danish whisk to mix it around a little bit, putting in the flour, the salt, and the sugar, using my Danish whisk to get it to a shaggy dough where I could get it onto the bench and start kneading it. And then I start just folding and pushing, guys, folding and pushing. And then you could see that all of the stuff that is underneath and on the sides of the dough, put them all back because they are ingredients in those little pieces. And just keep doing that with your scraper. Just keep picking them up, putting them back into the dough, and then folding and pushing with your kneading. This dough does not have to be kneaded fully like a lean dough would be. But then you see how I sprayed the bowl with a vegetable spray just so that the dough doesn't stick when it rises. Then I covered it with plastic and put it aside. Now I made the filling that you put on top after it's flattened out. So what I did first was I moved it around with my fingers and my hands first to try and get it into a rectangle. Then I used the rolling pin. I want to make this into the best rectangle shape I can. Then I used the pizza cutter to square it off even more so it's got sharper edges. And these scrap pieces here I used for actually Danishes, but you can just re-roll them into some more cinnamon rolls or just soft rolls that you can eat with dinner. So I use an offset spatula to spread that out, and then I roll it up all the way from the top to the bottom. And once I roll it, I am going to use a bench scraper to cut off the edges just a little bit so that we get rid of the pieces that don't have the smear in them. Then I perforated 11 cuts, and that gives you 12 pieces. Put them in this paper lined pan sprayed with butter. Then you let them rise and bake them, and then glaze them, and then put the bun icing on top of them. And then I tasted them and thought to myself, this deserves a napkin drop for how good these tasted.